Dave, congratulations. Was that performance and result as comfortable as it looked from the stands?
Yeah, it was pretty comfortable. I think Grimsby's problems are well documented in terms of COVID throughout their camp, and regardless of whether they make changes or not, from our perspective, it's about doing what we can to be a better version of what we were last week. It was an important game for us. We wanted to win. We've lost a couple. Whether we deserve to lose them couple, that couple is debatable. But to play in the manner that we did, get the goals that we did, and get through is really pleasing.
What pleased you the most? Was it that you've got goals from central midfield? You've talked about Will Collar in the past as being maybe a little bit safe, and he wasn't today, was he?
No, listen, it'll do him the world of good. I think the two, Will's obviously first goal is really pleasing, the fact that it comes from a good press. We get another opportunity on the back end of that as well, where we potentially should score. 2 goals from set pieces, which again is pleasing because we've worked on stuff through the week. So when things happen on a Saturday that you try and do, or you put into place on a Thursday and Friday, then that's really good. I suppose the one I've said to the players, it's difficult to criticise when you've won 4-0. The one slight criticism for me is that although I want control in the game, I felt the last half an hour, although we scored 2 goals, certainly the last 15 minutes was an opportunity for us to really kick on and play against the team that were sat in a deep block. We've players within the team that are goal scorers, that want goals, and I think we could have gave them a little bit more reward and challenged ourselves a little bit more to be ruthless and go on and score more goals. And like I say, if that can be a tiny criticism after we've won the game 4-0, then we must be in a pretty good place.
And of course it's a tournament where you've got a little bit of history, of course, getting to a final and winning it at Wembley yourself. And do you think a run in this sort of competition does feed into your league form?
It can do if you want it to, or you can, I suppose, look for potential excuses the other way and say it's a distraction. For me, it's not a distraction.
No.
This is, we're now 4 wins away from a Wembley final. I'll tell you now, if that's on offing, I'd absolutely take it. We're in a position where at the moment we probably don't really have to prioritise. Normally this is a really busy schedule, but the way FA Trophy and FA Cup is still in play, and with current environment, we're not too stretched, to be fair, over the Christmas New Year period with the games we've got. So we can be strong and really look to progress in this tournament, and we'll do that. And if we can reward ourselves and the supporters with a day out at Wembley at the back end of the season, then brilliant. What it won't do is, and we'll be the same with Paul, I'm sure, overtake how important the league is to us. And if we were given a choice, then we'd absolutely say the National League was more important. Fortunately, we're not given that choice, and we want to try and compete in both.
The other thing, of course, comes out today, some big 90 minutes for some players like Zeki Friars, Liam Hogan, Connor Jennings, Sam Minihan. Great to see them getting minutes under the belt.
Yeah, especially this, I suppose, competition provides gives us the potential to give lads some minutes, lads that will all back themselves to be in the starting 11 if we were playing a National League game. So you've still got a really motivated group of players on there for differing reasons, and for them to perform in the manner that what they did, or what they have to do, their challenge is to pose us questions and make it difficult as possible for us to pick a team to go out there and put one of the starting 11 jerseys on and go and win for us. So they will, without doubt, some for different reasons. I think Connor, another 90 minutes, a different 90 minutes than what the Maxfield game was. Still little bits of rustiness. Still would have loved him to get a goal, but really positive aspects from his performance. So yeah, a good day for us.
You mentioned Grimsby, the issues they've had, and I know Paul has just said he thinks 1 or 2 of the players that played today will test positive for COVID. How concerned are you about the disruption to football now? We've seen it at the very top level of football this weekend. How concerned are you about the impact of COVID on football now?
Yeah, listen, I think we're probably edging towards a point where we were previously. I think you have to judge things. You judge things off the top leagues, and when there's only 1 Premier League game happening today and potentially 2 happening tomorrow, then it would tell you that things are pretty serious. So we're in the hands of the powers that be, if you like. I think, listen, if today wasn't an FA Trophy game, the game wouldn't have gone ahead. It's as simple as that. But with it being an FA competition, and ultimately with teams having withdrawn due to COVID, the game was always going to happen, and whether we had to play a youth team or Grimsby had to play a youth team, the game, or one of us withdrew, the game was going to happen. What you've got to try and do is control as much as you can. We've been testing for the last sort of 3 or 4 weeks, twice a week with lateral flow, and we'll continue to do that. We put the social distancing measures back into Carrington and went along that route to try and get ahead of the game, if you like. Touch wood, we found ourselves in not too bad a place. We've a couple that are out with it, but no one knows what's going to happen. I think we've probably got used to, over the past 18 months, expecting disruption and being adaptable and having to deal with what's placed in front of you, and not knowing whether games are going to take place 12 hours in some instances, 2 hours in some instances before the game's supposed to kick off. So we all obviously hope we can carry on. We're at the time of the year when naturally people tend to be closer to each other, be out, and want to be around family, people getting and picking up little bugs and things, and alongside what COVID brings. Hopefully we're not sort of shut down or stopped, but you'd suggest that it's pretty worrying, and we have to just accept whatever decision's made.
Just finally, Dave, obviously coming up to the busy Christmas period, it's been a very positive few weeks though since you arrived at the football club. 2,500 here again today for the game. Any message to the fans before the Christmas period?
No, listen, we're back here fortunately on Boxing Day, so it gives us an opportunity to try and build things up here and make this a really, really difficult place to come, and ultimately back it up with wins. Hopefully Boxing Day notoriously is a big crowd. We can get plenty in here and we can produce a performance that's befitting of that occasion. Obviously at this time of the year, you wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and we hope that the new year brings really positive times for the football club, and they play a huge part in that. No doubt in their eyes as well. The further certainly this competition goes, the more serious it gets, and hopefully we can have an opportunity to have a really big game here, and reward the fans that have, like I say, turned up on what is a cold December day today.
Listen, all the best. Have a good Christmas. Thanks,
John. Cheers. Thank you.